paying only $13 for a limited time. Order now on the app at Papa John's.
This is a very fun weekend coming up in Chattanooga because it is time once again for the Four Bridges Arts Festival. If you have never been, put $5 in your pocket for your entry fee one of these days coming up and go buy some local art. You'll always have a chance to take it home and look at it and be proud of the purchase. Sarah Moore is here. She's with Ava, getting us ready for the event this weekend. Nice to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks.
I mean, there is just something. I look around my house. I have a decent bit of art. I was telling my husband just the other night how I love it because everything I have, I know the story behind it.
Yeah.
That's part of the purchase, right?
Yes, and I that's why I think the festival is so fun, because we have 145 artists there, and it's always nice to meet the artists that you're buying your artwork from. That way you're not just buying something kind of faceless from a big box store.
Right.
If you know the person you're buying from, then you know the story behind it, you know
Right.
what they've put into it, and that makes the art a little bit more special.
Also, art is not necessarily a painting on the wall.
Right.
I mean, it could be an ornament to hang, it could be a sculpture, it could be anything.
Right, and we bring in all kinds of artwork. We've got woodworking and ceramics and jewelry and paintings and sculpture and all sorts of things. I've got folks who make birdhouses. I've got folks who make just everything you can think of we'll have at the festival, so it's really a fun time.
Did you tell me from 28 states? Is that what I heard you
Yes,
say?
we
That's
have
incredible.
We have artists coming from 28 states, I think as far away as the Dakotas and up in the upper Northeast this year, so it's going to be a great time.
So yeah, how fun. Some of you may have the same habit. When we travel, we try to bring something back, but inevitably you take a trip and you don't find anything or you don't have a chance. So what if an artist from that state happens to be there?
Right, and knowing some of these artists by now, a lot of them make things specially for our show. They make things
Really?
specifically, for the Chattanooga market when they travel down here, because they've been doing this show for a while. So it's fun to see how they read our area.
Yeah. I know that you've kept the entry fee very reasonable, $5.
Yes.
Do you hope that families will come and let children learn?
Yes, and we really try to make this a really family-friendly event. We have children's activities that they can come in and make their own art. Splash Youth Arts Workshop and Art 120 will be there doing children's activities throughout the day, Saturday and Sunday. But we also have live music. We've got food trucks. So it's a really fun family outing, and it's inexpensive. Like I said, it's $5 per person for adults and free for kids under 18 to come.
Back to the inexpensive part, art does not necessarily have to cost a lot of money either.
Right.
So if you're under the impression that, I couldn't possibly go because I don't have hundreds of dollars to spend, you might be surprised.
Right. Even the artists who most of their work is up in the thousands of dollars, they usually sell prints of their paintings, and those prints start at $35 or $50. But ceramics and jewelry and all those other things, you can find things for $50 or $65 or $75, and so you don't have to spend a ton of money, and that's a really wonderful way to start an art collection for yourself.
I would imagine that you can feel kind of intimidated sometimes when you're in the company of these people, because they are quite talented.
Yes.
I would imagine, however, that they would say to you, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, and I think that they can be very encouraging. It's a wonderful, fun, creative environment just to come and see what people are doing, especially with materials you might not think of. If you think of art as just paints and canvas, you might come and be really inspired by some of the materials some of these people are using, because they're using things you might have just sitting around your house, and they're putting them together in ways that you couldn't imagine.
I told you my sister-in-law is an artist, and she paints on canvas too, but one of the things I love, she paints clothes.
Yeah, we have several fiber and leather artists, people who make handbags and people who make shawls and scarves and things, and they weave and dye and felt, and it's a wonderful creative moment.
Will you ever see any of them demonstrating what they do?
Some of the artists do demonstrations. Some of the work is hard to demonstrate in public because of the techniques they use, but we do usually get some painters and some jewelers who will work on site while they're there, because that's a little more easily transportable.
I mentioned the 3 days of the weekend. So the Saturday and Sunday is the $5 entry, and that's over at the Pavilion, First Horizon Pavilion. But on Friday, that's a ticketed event.
Yes, Friday night is our preview party, and that's also at First Horizon Pavilion. But that's sort of a fundraiser event for us, and that's $100 a ticket. There are still tickets available on our website if people want to come to that. But you get a little catered dinner. We have cocktails and wine that night, but it's also your sneak preview to get in to see and buy from the artist before the general public gets in.
Would you, and the great thing is, rain or shine,
yes,
this can go on.
Yes, so At First Horizon, we're great. It's lovely to have the roof on there, so we're a little bit more protected from the weather. So even with a little bit of rain that I think Saturday might bring us, we're protected. But we do have live music all weekend, and so when the weather's nice, it's great to hang out in the pavilion and have a little food to eat.
And the monies raised will go back to help the work that they do at AVA. And if you ever take for granted the beauty of our city, just imagine what it would be like if part of what we did not have was the artwork that's everywhere. It really makes a difference in our lives.
AVA really is here to support the artistic ecosystem of Chattanooga, and so we want art to be a thing you think about all the time when you see Chattanooga.
So here's how you'll get your tickets. You can go to AVA Arts or AVA-RTS,
Yes,
right?
avarts.org.
And can you get tickets there at the door?
For Saturday and Sunday, you just buy at the gate.
Okay.
But if you want to buy preview party tickets, buy online.
Okay, go be inspired, and hopefully you'll take home something that you can hang on your wall, put in your kitchen or your back porch, and you'll always know the story behind it. Thank you, Sarah.
So much.
Want a Zaxby's Big Zax snack meal for free? With free fingers, free fries, free Zax sauce, even free Texas toast? All you have to do is download the Zaxby's app. Did you download it yet? Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Law school. That was for other folks when I was growing up. You see, I didn't know any lawyers. I watched my blue-collar parents work their tails off to put bread on the table. Now, after all these years, I see firsthand good folks like my parents worry about their livelihoods after being injured. If you've been injured through the negligence of another, let me put our firm's blue-collar roots to work for you. It's personal to you, and it's personal to me. Watermark Keith.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air. Now's the time for a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for cleaning carpet and hard floors, but we've been developing and perfecting our air duct cleaning